light in the dark, where evil had grown. He stands with courage, his heart is ablaze, a savior for worlds through cosmic haze. Flash, Flash Gordon, racing through the skies, he's never broken. Flash, Flash Gordon, the universe survives because he's chosen. Ming the Merciless, ruling with dread, planets in fear, their freedom near dead. But Flash, the champion, defies his reign, bringing the storm through fire and pain. Flash, Flash Gordon, racing through the skies, he's never broken. Flash, Flash Gordon, the universe survives because he's chosen. With allies beside him, bold and true, Dale and Zarkov, their loyalty grew. The drums of war beat loud and fast, but Flash's courage will always last. A leap of faith, a daring flight, he battles the dark to reclaim the light. From Mongo's grip to freedom's embrace, the hero of legend saves every race. Flash, Flash Gordon, racing through the skies, he's never broken. Flash, Flash Gordon, the universe survives because he's chosen. Oh, Flash Gordon, the stars sing your name, a beacon of hope, a burning flame, forever a hero through time and space. Flash Gordon, the savior of the race. Onward we fly through fire and flame. A hero rises, they'll know his name. Flash, Flash Gordon. The skies are dark, the planets quake. A tyrant rules and worlds will break. From Earth he came with courage bright, a mortal man who dares the fight. With Dale's love burning in his heart, and Zarkov's mind to play his part, they face the shadow, the iron fist, the galaxy's hope will not be missed. Flash, oh savior of the universe, with every blow you break the curse. Ming's dark rain will fall tonight. Flash Gordon, shining light. The armies march, the drums of war. Ming's forces strike from Mongo's core. But hawkmen rise and rocketmen soar, a cosmic rebellion to even the score. Revolted roars dive into the fray, while Flash cuts through a hero's way. No chains can bind, no fear can reign, the Prince of Freedom won't die in vain. Flash, oh savior of the universe, with every blow you break the curse. Ming's dark rain will fall tonight. Flash Gordon, shining light. On the edge of the throne, sword is raised, the bolt takes flight. Ming is struck, fading tonight. The cosmos cheers, the stars ignite. A hero crowned by the eternal light. Flash, oh savior of the universe. With every blow you break the curse. Ming's dark reign will fall tonight. Flash Gordon, shining light.
Flash Gordon, the savior we need, racing through the stars at lightning speed. Crash landed on Mongo, a world so strange, where tyrants rule and the skies rearrange. The people are calling, their hope burns bright. A hero to rise and lead the fight. Flash, the champion of the stars, he'll shatter the darkness, break the bars. From Mongo's depths to the skies that gleam, he fights for freedom, he lives the dream. In Arborians woods, where the hunters hide, trees that tower stretching wide, Prince Baron's arrows fly sharp and true. Flash joins the fight, their bond renews. In Arborians woods, where the hunters hide, trees that tower stretching wide, Prince Baron's arrows fly sharp and true. Flash joins the fight, their bond renews. Through Coralians waves, where the seas are deep, the kingdom stirs from its ancient steep. Merfolk whisper of danger near, Flash dives in, his courage clear. The people are cheering, they found their voice. In the face of evil, they make their choice. Flash, the champion of the stars, he'll shatter the darkness, break the bars. From Mongo's depths to the skies that gleam, he fights for freedom, he lives the dream. The tree is frost, the cold bites deep, a frozen moon where shadows creep. The Ice Queen's palace gleams so bright, Flash earns her trust in the heart of night. On Fyros flames consume the ground, volcanic rage, no peace is found. The Fireforged rebels rise with pride, Flash leads the charge, their strength the light. The final battle, the stage is set, laser blast and a daring bet. Ming's laughter echoes, his grip so tight, but Flash won't falter, he'll win this fight. Flash is savior of every world. Through cosmic storms his flag unfurled. With courage blazing he faced the sting and freed the stars from the rule of Ming. Flash Gordon, forever the name, a hero eternal in glory and flame.
Forgotten love in the darkness, hero rises from the shadows. Beacon cut through the void, screams echo loud and hollow. Flash a light, breaker of night, savior of the stars. Flash a unstoppable light, defender from afar. Worlds in peril, desperate cries, villains' laughter fills the skies, rushing through cosmos fast.
the City of London's actually inside the Houses of Parliament. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know if Houses of Parliament fits inside the City of London. It's just outside it. Logically, it possibly is. Definitely, the Tower of London is. I know that because that's where it's centred. Yeah, they have their own police force. The City of London, the Metropolitan Police covers London and Greater London, but the City of London have their own police force. They have completely different. They have not completely, but ornately different helmets and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, we digress. We're off to the planet of Mongo. So when we left you last week, what did you do last time? I should say. Well, you dealt with the heat and exhaustion of the lava fields. Then the lava scarabs and the magma geysers. Then you cut across the shattered rock bridges. And then you had the encounter with the volcano pygmies. And then you arrived at the base. Gathered to be the Ming's volcano base. That's where we join you today. So the oppressive heat of the volcano radiates on the blackened rock as you begin your climb up the rock face. It's almost vertical cliff you have to get to start climbing, which I obviously forgot to put in before I started the adventure. So you're just climbing it. But I will let you do some planning. So, where were we? Vertical place of the rock face. A jagged wall of obsidian and basalt that rises above you to the fiery heart of Ming's volcanic fortress. Steam vents hiss like angry serpents, sending clouds of sulphurous gas into the air. The climb is treacherous. Each handhold threatens to crumble under your weight, and below them molten rivers twist through the valley. Flames of liquid fire. Oh, good. What I will let you do, because I'm a nice fellow, is do any sort of planning or preparation how you will traverse this almost vertical rock face of the side of a volcano. I shall let you make a plan.
Anybody have any thoughts?
Well, how high is this cliff? Do we have rope enough to scale it?
Oh yes. It's not. It's well. Hang on. Let's work this out. It's 5 inches, so that's 10 yards, which would be 30 feet, isn't it? And there's a ledge area, and then there's a second cliff face is 7. So what's the total?
Isn't that just like one step up for me?
No. Little more.
Oh, that's a nice map.
Well, I could take one end of a rope and fly up to the first staging area and tie it off, and you guys can climb up.
How hard is it going for me to climb up these walls with my wall walking?
Oh, you could just climb them because you've got wall walking.
So we've got 2 ways to run ropes up.
I'm going to assume that we're going to assume that just off the edge of the map, i.e. just a bit there, you've already climbed up. So you're sort of halfway up the cliff face, and obviously the plan you're using now is what worked before, and so you're just sort of pulling up all the existing ropes because you've got those fire resistant ropes, didn't you? I seem to recall you might only have the one, I can't remember, but you do have a fire resistant rope. So obviously you've reset, you've taken a bit of a rest on this ledge here, as far away from that sort of lava field there as possible, and you're preparing to climb the next stage, and then obviously you'll stop when you get to there and climb again, hopefully. Or you might not need to stop. It's really up to you how you want to do it. So, yeah, off you go, guys.
So I would take one rope and fly up to here and find a place to tie it off.
No problem at all. +7.
I chose the corner here where it means we've only got a sort of a V-shaped 2 stable faces already. A lot easier to find supports in that configuration, I guessed.
Seems very sensible. No problem. So you've got two. Let's have, shit, I can't-
Um,
flame. Yeah, two flame resistant ropes. Yep. Fritz has one, and Lizarus had the other, but obviously you've laid them out. So you've got two ropes, so you can climb up the ledge. No problem at all. However, what
Yeah,
I
I
do.
sort of look at.
Sorry, Karen. What I do need to do. King of Hearts, no problem at all. Okay, so who wants to be the first two up? Who wants to be the first two up the rope?
Well, I mean, Azul
I'm
is here, so.
Because it's just literally a athletics check. With a rope, you get a +2 bonus. So. And what's your pace? 6. So you're fine. Yeah. You basically clamber up the rope and get off at the top. No problem at all. And Fritz does the same thing. Clambers up the rope. No problem at all.
I hold the ropes for anyone else that needs any hand to get in.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yes.
Very quiet.
Okay, good.
Okay, so for the second ascent, I dealt the eight of hearts, and nothing to worry about there. Who are the next two that wish to advance? Obviously, if anyone else wants to start dealing with the next section up, you can obviously do so. But obviously, you won't have the assist of a rope to clamber the second bit. Okay, Victor, that's athletics check to climb the rope. You do get a +2 bonus if you're using the rope. You make even without the bonus, so we'll pop you there. It's like it's going to be you there because that's where the other rope is. Okay, and on the third round, and see what we get the ace of diamonds. Nothing to worry about. Really wouldn't worry. So that would just be Tawny clambering up. We might not be here. So let's do a
he's not
roll
here
for Tawny.
yet, I don't think.
Yeah. He is. I don't think he was here last time, was he? And using the rope, Tawny climbs up. Oh. And 7 of hearts. Absolutely nothing to worry about. Play no worry to the fact I'm dealing cards. There's nothing at all to worry about. Okay. you gather up the ropes from the bottom. No problem at all there. And obviously you've got the slightly taller. It's officially 8 inches high, so you can't unless you've got a pace of more than 8, you ain't going to get to the top this round. I know Saphira has a flight of 12, so that's not a problem.
No, I'm probably only going to be at 6.
Yeah.
Actually,
Okay.
my flight is only 6.
Okay, so we'll put you 2 from the
My
top.
pace
So
is
you're
8.
at 12. I think climbing pace is hard, isn't it? See.
Of course yours is, because you're a big, it's like
Yeah,
a
but
step up for you.
so you're going to clamber up without the rope, are you? That's the question.
I'll wait for these two to do their rope thing here.
Yeah. Okay. So, Adventure Edition, climbing. Let's do surface handholds, prepared climbs, climbing, movement. Each inch, yeah, counts as 2 inch of pace actually, but I won't worry too much about that. Actually, put Nizra's halfway up to there. Okie dokie, we have the Queen of Clubs. So, at the start of the next round, a sudden tremor shakes the entire cliff face, causing sections to break away. Probably the volcano or something happening deep in the volcano somewhere nearby. So, right. So, it's not a problem for... That's not a problem for Sphera because she is climbing. Flying rather, but for everyone else, that could get interesting. So I just need to find what I'm looking for because I put it in. Oh, don't tell me I Ew. Oh well, I'll just get everyone to make everybody gets to make agility checks apart from Zafira, because Zafira's just flying. If you're on the ledge, then all that happens is you'll be knocked prone. But if you're Lizris, you're in trouble. You fail it.
Got a 6.
That's okay. Then I get everyone to make some notice checks, please. You only need one of you to make it, so don't worry too much. You individually fail. Okie dokie. Suddenly a shriek cut through the dense air from smog-choked skies above. The shadowy shapes dive towards you, pyro hawks, fearsome winged predators that dwell within the volcano's blistering depths. These creatures with wings of ember red and razor-sharp talons thrive in the fiery current. Their glowing eyes trained on you, the intruders. They are swift and deadly and utterly adapted to these infernal conditions. Just to give you an idea, it's oops, I didn't mean to do that. Try that again by just clicking share.
I was going to say, if that's one of them, we are in a lot of trouble.
So there's a pyro hawk. Okay, so we'll put that one at 14. There, that one at plus 12, plus 8, one at plus 15, one plus 9, and that one is plus 5. Down below. There we go. Right. Fortunately, you're all on ledges, so most of you on the ledge, so it's not too bad on the whole. Having to fight while halfway up a cliff face. Okay, Zafira, you are 2 inches from the top, and you can see these Arrowhawk type entities coming in. And don't forget to check your adventure cards. I've added quite a few new ones. We're up to 22 adventure. Some of them are new, seen before. That's in me. I hadn't seen them before, so because I thought they looked interesting, I've added them. I got them from my Thrilling Tales adventure deck, which is designed for pulp games. And I thought, Flash Gordon's very pulp. So, Savara's up first. So you could easily just fly to the top of the rope for 2 inches.
To get to the top and land. And I'm going to shoot. Pyro Hawk Alpha.
That one does appear to be slightly bigger than all the rest.
Did that work? Yes.
It did. Targeted.
All right. And I'll shoot him with this.
That's a hit with your ray gun pistol. Arrowhawk Alpha is shaken as it desperately evades your shots from your ray gun pistol.
Oh, darn.
Not shaken, which means you probably winged it. Pyro Hawk number 5. Did I give him one? Oh, yes, I did. And this one's definitely got to go for the tempting looking morsel of meat that's hanging halfway off a cliff. And it should be. No, you are 6. You should be at 9.
Don't forget, Charles is a trouble magnet.
Oh, I know, but it's very much a case of target the ones on the cliff because they're easy to pick off, and obviously when they hit the bottom and go splat, there they fight back less. If it's random, definitely if it's random, it'll be you, Charles. But if it's their primary targets are those hanging onto the side of a rock face because it's easier to.
I'm the ripe apple here.
You are indeed. This Pyro Hawk's going to come swooping in. Doesn't do a dive attack on you because you're the same height. It's got they've got pace 12. Good. Actually, it wouldn't need to swoop. It's going to hold off and doesn't need to dive in. It's just going to be a little more unpleasant. So as it flies closer, you see it opens up its beak and spits a globule of molten slag that hits the rock face right by you, exploding outwards. It's an interesting choice here, really. You can choose to attempt to. You can either sort of let go of the cliff face and drop, and therefore avoid the damage, or you'll take the damage because it's very hard to avoid something when you're up the cliff face.
Okay, I have this edge evoked. Where is it? Ability, environmental resistance heat. Does that help?
That will basically mean you get to ignore 4 points of fire damage. So yes, you'll probably take less damage if you just grin and bear it than if you try plummeting.
Oh, I think I'll grin and bear it and get my bow ready to put an arrow into that ugly thing.
Okie dokie. Let me make sure.
Did you take one of the cloaks from the ruse as well?
He wouldn't. He wouldn't need to because they don't stack together, and 2,
Okay,
it was ridiculously poor damage. But annoyingly, it didn't. Well, it probably didn't need to worry about it because didn't. Let me make sure this is working. Damage minus 4, and that would be at fire damage minus 4. Eve. Just see if that works again with some damage rolls. Oh, here come the cheap viewers. I want cheap viewers. I want rich viewers. Let's try that again. Molten breath. Oh, crud. Something wrong there. What happened? I moved the whole combat tracker. I'm just trying something. Don't worry. Get rid of the small burst template. It's getting in the way. Come on. Okay, either they've changed how effects work, or it's not picking up the fact I've just given you fire resistance. But that's okay. I'll worry about it later. So you basically your fire resistance, your ability to take heat means you just ignore the effects of the lava. It just splatters around you with no real effects on you whatsoever. You lucky lizard man. Okie dokie. However, rules of randomly picking a target. This Pyro Hawk is going to do a dive attack on Charles. So it comes screaming down out of the skies, claws extended, in a desperate attempt to basically rake Charles, who is able to use the spear at the last second to parry it off. Unfortunately, he had to use all of its movement to do that, so it doesn't get to go any further. Victor, you're up, sir. Where is Victor? Oh, he's got bad luck. Wonder why he.
You ain't lying.
Well, I can just say he's got bad luck. So unless he spent Benny already, I can't work out why he's only got one.
Yeah, I had to spend.
You had to spend a Benny. Fair enough. I didn't see it. Spend it. That's absolutely fine. Wow. Two shots, 2 wounds. Well, let's spend 2 bennies. 1 successful, 1 not so.
No!
The Firehawk crashes into the lava below, but the other one avoids the shot. Some very neat evasion rolls. That should be a +5. No problem. And then Tawny goes on hold because he isn't here. Move Tawny. Is Pirate Hawk 1, the one that just evaded, will fly around just below the cliff area, waiting to do a pop-up attack, but isn't got enough movement to do anything else. Fritz, you're up.
Okay.
That will be that would be a ranged attack. It's out of melee range. Yeah. With your old ray gun rifle.
Do I want to spend a penny on that? No, I don't. Okay. I shot it and missed.
You shoot and miss. You can move if you want. Not that there's much space to move on that cliff face. You've got a grand total of 2 inches of. Or you can start climbing if you want, but it's not a good idea.
Not a good
Charles.
idea. Climbing and being attacked.
Indeed. Charles, you're up, sir.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and spend a penny on that.
Okay. That was a well-spent penny. Okay, you stab at the Pyro Hawk with your spear.
I'll spend a penny on that too. That's what I got him for, right?
Indeed. Oh, that was a 6 until it moved.
I saw that, yes. Okay, that's it.
That's just cruel. That's so cruel. I don't get pennies when you spend them on this game, so I don't have to encourage you to spend them. Azul, you're up, sir. Targets. And fires a Mongomancy burst. It's interesting. Firehawk our Alpha recovers. That's unfortunate. One shot. I burst a cold instead. I'd prefer that one. Okay, so I need to just note his burst missing, so I just sort that one out. burst. Right, is trigger. It's in chat. That there, and then I'll change it back to say burst. And then we'll go with. Right, sorted. Okay. I can't show you talking Azul if you are, because. Right. Well, I think what we'll do is we shall have the alpha come flying in. Alpha will come flying into here. So, dive attack. Fire. Those claws raking across the fire as it comes in for a dive attack.
Let me guess, I cannot dodge out of the way.
Not if it's hit you, not if it's an attack because it hits your parry, because your parry is you attempting to dodge, as it were. But you can, of course, attempt to soak the damage.
Yes, I shall attempt to do so. And that's with a Benny, right?
That is with a Benny, yeah. Drop it on the damage or hold down control and hit the soak button that appears on your next to your name on the combat tracker, or just drop a Benny in chat and make a vigor roll and I'll do it all manually. I really don't mind which way you want to go about it. When you say, please, Mr. GM, make a Benny rock a soak roll for me. Oh, dear.
I don't like that button.
You want to spend another one, or are you going to take the wound?
One wound. I'll take the one wound.
Take the one wound, and with that, the Pyro Hawk Alpha basically sort of is literally like a flyby attack and flies back up again. Someone say, "Hey," that's all I heard. Lizards, you're up, sir.
Unlimber my bow and put an arrow or two into number 5.
Indeed.
Mambo number 5.
That did go through my mind as well. Holding onto a cliff face and firing the bow is obviously tricky because you missed. Except you didn't. Corridors out of pennies. It's terrible. Just now if they survive.
Chicken for lunch?
These lava creatures, I'm afraid, are very wrong. I'm going to. Oh, yes, let's do that. Won't be a dive attack. Hasn't got the momentum. However, this one basically decides it's time to just claw at those nice wings of yours, I'm afraid, Saphira. Another wound!
Or not.
Or not. Yeah. I was beginning to think I like when you monster dice, but now they seem to be rolling well for players, which doesn't seem fair to me.
It seems very fair.
Dive attack on the big guy.
Attacked mid-sleeper, defender of Arboria.
Oh my word! Huge raking attack upon oh my word!
Target, of course it's a...
What was that? What was that about a raking attack? Yeah, he tried to break and I went, whatever.
Whatever. Right, it is flying off because it is a diving attack is like a flyby, so you do get a free attack back because you're not.
I do? Excellent. I like getting free attacks.
Clear that target and target that one for you. There you go. Yeah, free attack is it. The idea is they swoop in using momentum to give them a bonus to hit and bonus damage. But the downside is they do have to fly off again, as it were, which means you do get a chance to hit them. Obviously, its attack
Did
came
you
in so
target it
fast.
for me, did you?
I did. Aren't I a nice fellow?
I'm so busy ducking his claws that I missed with the sword.
Which is realistic speaking. It was obviously just a desperate flailing of sword hands. We start a new round. Charles going first, but no jokers yet. There's 4 jokers in that deck, and none of them have come out yet.
I'm going to play a Benny on my card.
Regret.
This action deck one that's going to be on sale, is it? Is it?
Yeah.
Is it on sale now?
I don't know if it's on sale yet. I mean, it's in QA. The Hollow Action deck. The Hollow Action deck is. The Hollow Action deck is. I just added into Hollow because I couldn't find it as a separate product. I was going through my physical decks. I've contacted Triple Ace Games if I get to see if they've got the artwork for the Hellfrost Rune deck, because that's a nice deck. It actually gives you, not only is it cards, each card has effects you can use as well on them, which is quite nice. And also, I heard back from them, they're having a look. I also contacted Jody because I've got a really cool Deadlands deck I got years ago called the Dead Man's deck. The artwork in that's quite nice. And I've also got a Raven deck. So I've asked they've got the artwork for those, because if they do, I'll add those in. So that may be 2 different action decks for Deadlands. There you go. Charles is up. My scanner
I seem to be collecting clubs.
Oh, new round. I need to draw a card. 3 of hearts. You're okay. Charles, you're
working on it straight.
Also found. Actually, I did also find a really cool deck for Interface 0 I've got, but my scanner just keeps clipping off the cards when it's doing the resizing. It's very annoying. I think I better be nice and give players bennies. It looks like they need them. And I'm going to it. I'm going to do have this one come in here and have a go at Zool. Missing. But not critically failing. Victor, you're up, sir.
Oh, I was here. It's okay.
I know you're here. That's why I tagged you.
Yes, indeed. Wasn't very nice, though.
Doing a straight line. Nice touch. With a raise and a hit. Two taken out.
Nice, Victor.
2 Pyro Hawks crashed into these.
Yes, well done, Victor.
Two advances towards the one attacking Charles. And Pyro Hawk Alpha.
Thank you, taking that one up.
Pyro Hawk Alpha will the height, so he's going to do another die of attack. And then climb away again. It's a miss. Bennies, but yeah, no, I'm going to save my bennies. That does mean you do get a free attack as it flies by. Sephira, if you want. It'd be melee based, so you can have a free melee attack on the Pyro Hawk as it flies by you if you want.
So that could be, well, either one of them will do, I'm sure. Oh no, that's a throne. All right, there we go. Whack, try hit it with this sapphire. It's a miss.
It's a miss.
Okay.
But the idea is you just see it coming and you just slash ineffectually at it, and now it's your turn. Which of course means you can shoot it. That's a hit as you hit it with the ray gun pistol. Two wounds on the Pyro Hawk Alpha. Yeah, I might
2
spend
weeks. 2 wounds.
Okay, I soak one of the 2 wounds, but you do hit it. It cries out in pain and frustration. Azul is next. It's better now. Burst has got a sound effect.
Yeah, I'm not bennying that. I spent 2 bennies after good. Yes, my dice suck today.
Horrifying screech. What's that sound like? Oh, that's quite good for the Pyro Hawk, crying out in pain. I like that. Fritz, you're up, sir.
Oh, I thought that was me crying out in pain because I haven't hit a success yet.
Very good. Fritz, you're up, sir. That's a hit. Unfortunately, I know they've got. I can't remember what. I think it's a volcanic hide, isn't it? A volcanic hide. It's a wound. It's a wound. Yeah. Although really, it sounds more like this when it does, I suppose. Okie dokie. This one is literally going to do. This one is going to attack. This hitting. Didn't get the raise, which is annoying. Got the raise, it would have rising you off the cliff, but it doesn't. So vigorously, it comes in and rakes at you with its very sharp claws. Now flapping around your head, trying to peck and butt scrape at you.
I'll take a. He's wounds me, so I'll take a soak that.
Go for it. Go for your soak rolls. Oh, look at that! Obviously, your toughened skin protects you. That brings us to this.
Well, that, and since you got close enough, I'm going to take a good bite out of him.
Go for it. Oh my word! I think you got one hell of a bite out of him. Roll for damage. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that, which would be a hit of a raise. We do that. That. Make it 7 points of damage. That won't do much, I'm afraid. 7 points of damage won't get through its tough hide. Panic feathers. You want to spend your last penny to reroll them?
Good damage.
Any of that. Provide for you, I'm afraid. No problem. Okay, new round beginning. With us all going first, unless anyone wants to move up the combat tracker.
I'm trying to figure out why Lizardus has a base toughness of 3.
Base toughness of...
I have an armor ability of +2. I do have a very good tough skin.
Which isn't kicking in for some reason.
Right.
Why it's not working. So what's going on there? Oh, it is. It's showing armor +2, so it should... Is it not kicking in?
Well, but armor +2, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But why do you have a vigor of 3?
He's got a toughness of 5.
Or a toughness of 3, rather. At least that his base toughness is 3.
No. Don't forget armor. Don't forget the arm. Basically, don't forget it doesn't. It shows. It's showing toughness 5 with 2 armor, but it for some reason up there it's only showing the toughness. It's not showing the other tougher. It's one of those quirks. It is showing armor of 2, and his character sheet does show toughness 5 with 2 points of armor, but it's not actually. You can't actually put a +2 modifier in the armor box. But I think it should be factoring it in. Where's the damage? Yeah, I see what you're saying. That's wrong, isn't it? What is going on there? If we just do... I don't know why it won't let me actually modify. It's weird. It is showing toughness 5 with an R2, but I don't know what's going on with his sheet. Take his vigor up to... Oh, it's not letting me... It's... I don't know why the armor's not working. Now that might be too much. Let's try that. I know they've got AP2, which takes it down, but yeah. Armor 2 +2, AP2 equals 7. Yeah, okay, so... Okay, so let's get rid of that modifier. Do molten breath instead, because that doesn't have the AP to it. Okay, that's better. It's working now. I don't know why, but I don't know why his character sheet isn't working properly, but it is now. Anyway, what did I miss?
Thank you.
What did I miss? You did burst extra damage. You shook. You shook. Okay, you shake one, the one that's attacking Lizardus. Charles, you're up, sir. Now, there is a rope dangling down here. If anyone really wants to try climbing it. There. If anyone wants to climb a rope in the middle of the fight, you're more than welcome to try. Or you can shoot with your pistol, hitting at short range. Right. Another pyro hawk bites the dust. Loudly by the sound of things. I forget to deal a card this turn. I have a feeling I... Oh well, doesn't matter. It would be a chance for everyone to fall over, but I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, I'll just deal. Lizardus, you're up, sir. You can clamber. You can finish clambering up to the top if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that, and hopefully I'll be able to get a line of fire on the alpha.
Mm-hmm.
This round or next round?
I don't know what happened And let's try that again. There should be another rope down there now. You're at the top there. Right, the top, you can take a shot at the alpha if you want to. The top knocks his bow and looses. Hitting. Oh. Fortunately, the slightly larger alpha's toughened hide is more resilient. Standards. Go. Oops. Hawk 1. Double click there. Hawk 1. Well, it's going to carry on trying to eat Azul.
That's not nice.
It obviously thinks blue magic men taste very nice by the look of things. It's that
that's
cool minty flesh, isn't it?
Can you roll that soak roll for me, or?
Yeah, sure.
I've got my hands full. I've got the cows.
1 wound? Or spend your last penny?
No, I'll take the wound.
No problem. Fritz, you're up, sir.
Thank you, sir. Really should take this cat outside and leave him for good.
We lost Fritz. Pop him on hold. He is there. He's just being very quiet. Need to get you a scope for that rifle, don't we? Bonus short range, I believe, on longer ranges. Okay. Victor, you're up, sir. Wow. Takes aim at the Hawk Alpha. Long range, but short range for him. Jeez. Hit with a raise and a hit. Okay, well, that's a wound from the first attack. And a wound from the second. It's the end of... Oh, I've got a horrifying screech for the alpha. There we go. That's the end of that one, leaving one left, which will flee, but obviously, yeah, you get killed before it gets the chance to. Fyra, you're up.
Yep, I'm working on it.
It's okay. It's concerning how many people's microphones seem to be dying today. I've got no Victor and no Fritz voting. That's a hit.
Still a hit.
Shaken?
Yeah.
Not bad.
I will leave it at that.
Good call. Nice for the next person. And the new round begins. Oh, look at that. Zafara and Elizabeth are dealt jokers.
Hey!
Needed those
Did
bennies.
Did we ever?
Gets to go first on the red joker.
Put an arrow into that last pyro hawk.
Go for it. Landslide happens. Ah, I heard that.
Yes, very weird.
You're back.
And with that, the last of the pyro hawks is defeated, allowing the party to climb the cliff face without incident, unless someone critically fails. You just need to make a nice athletic check to. Actually, no, we're out of combat, so well, no, it's always dangerous here. So yeah, it's athletic checks to climb to the top. The cliff face. Yeah, +2 bonus if you're using the rope, so you're okay on that score. If you get a 2, it just reminds
Am I the only one that hits the dragon button on the left side just out of years of habit?
I don't know. What else?
Him and
Okay.
Ian will understand what I'm saying. So they moved on the character sheet. They moved all the dice. Like they used to be left side of the text.
Yes,
was
they did, didn't they? Yeah, I preferred that.
And
I preferred
so
that.
Yeah, and I'm just so used to it that I go and I look and I quick hit, right? And I end up popping up the skill instead because now the dragon box is. I was just wondering if I was the only one. I'm sure I'm not.
You're the only one.
No, dude.
I don't do that at all. I haven't been clicking the wrong button at all.
No.
Okay, I have really.
Why do I suspect that's a? Oh,
I know it's got to be some 5e thing that's why they did it, but
Okay. I'm gonna reach out and tag Azul with some healing as he comes up the rope.
Done something, and it's definitely broken this map. No problem at all. Just going to close this map because it's giving me console errors. Oh! Very strange. Late update system index out of range exception. Index was outside the bounds of the array. I've got a map window that won't close. It's interesting. Not only will it not close, it's on top of everything else. Ah! Okay, images. Let's see if I can reopen it. Otherwise, guess who's doing a bounce of the game of Fantasy Grounds? Just bouncing my Fantasy Grounds. Be a sec.
Fire and flame, a hero rises. They'll know his name.
We broke it again.
Something went really weird there.
For what it's worth, I didn't have that error, but I did not update because I heard that you guys were talking in the Discord about how the update was screwing some things up. Both my game on Wednesday and Thursday closed unexpectedly just once. It just at one point it just closed and I just had to reboot it, but I didn't get any error messages or anything. It just closed.
Right, it's
not
back.
that anybody cares.
Opportunity to grab a fresh coffee.
But it's back, so that's all good. So I'm just making sure I can close the window now. Yes, thank God for that.
Now.
It's all good. It came back. What I might worry about is it was just the fact that I had a dud map that was I had the image for the map was staying on the screen, and yes, I must admit the update button by mistake earlier. I don't like updating right before a session, and it's like I shouldn't have done based on what people, if there's things in the Discord about it being broken.
That must be very frustrating when they make core RPG updates and then it mucks up all the Suede stuff.
Yes. I mean, it's the thing when it comes to Savage Worlds, it's an interesting situation because we've got Akil and Mike these days, but for years we had Akil who was doing stuff that was so many things that were in the Savage Worlds rule set that ended up getting added into core over the years because Akil did it first and everyone else saw it and wanted it and they added it in, and now we got Mike and Akil doing the stuff. So I would actually, because it's interesting, the Savage Worlds rule set is one of the few rule sets that is not an in-house rule set, if that makes sense. It's it's one of those things. So it's a double-edged sword. We get lots of innovations and really cool things like defeat markers long before anyone else did, and M3L or Swell before that. Really cool things to do that aren't part of the cool rule set. But the downside is it makes it easy for them to break it. Spite works to break it. And hello, Rigger, how are you, sir? So it is a bit of a double-edged sword, right? So you
it's
are
like we're playing on the development server.
Okay, you basically, having climbed up the cliff face, you're now sort of, it's like a plateau area. Obviously the actual crater of the volcano is still high above you, but this area is like a sort of plateau, so you've now got to the sort of first level, as it were. And in the distance, you can see what appears to be a very heavily guarded fortification. You can see there are mechanical sentries, squads of soldiers patrolling key entry points. So it's going to take some ingenuity to get inside this place.
Okay. First off, before we had the crash, I did roll a healing and got a 4 to heal Azul. Did that?
Yes, you
heal
did.
His wound?
It would have done. It would have done. Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Obviously, you've got plenty of time to sort of plan and look at that. You can also reconnoiter the area.
And I will also try to do myself as well. Oh, yeah, we're good. All right, so that's 6 power points, which puts me down to 4. Drag a Benny, which puts me back up 9. That should be 9, not 10. There we go. All right. Okay. Everybody's healthy.
While she's doing that, I'm going to collect up the remains of those hawks and do up a nice chicken stew.
Seems sensible to me. Seems a very practical idea. Very sensible.
Chicken soup for lunch.
Indeed.
Okay. Do we have a new map, or are we just still here on the cliff face?
No, I mean, there isn't a new map as such.
Okay. No problem. It's just I heard you describing.
Oh yes. Well, this is it. Well, this is it. This is the plan. You see, I'm just waiting for everyone to get back in. I think everyone's back. So, as I say, up sort of as you sort of looking down over a ridge, you see Ming's volcano fortress is heavily guarded, mechanical sentries that all look a bit like Victor, it has to be noted, and squads of soldiers patrolling key entry points. You reckon it will take some ingenuity to breach the stronghold. Obviously, as long as you're careful, you can sort of reconnoiter the area and possibly find alternate entry points. So, let's have some notice checks. I'll be helpful. I'll be nice and helpful. Everyone seems quiet and pondering here, so I shall. Right. Well, looking at obviously with different, so all of you doing some reconnoitering. Fritz obviously is distracted, but the rest of you pick up on a couple of things. So
He's drawing on the cliff.
I have battle knowledge. Can I roll that instead? Or should I have rolled that instead of the notice check?
Well, the notice checks will do stuff. You can most certainly make a battle knowledge roll. Why not? Go for it. If there's any other skills any of you want to use at this point as you're scouting the area, reconnoitering stuff, or coming up with possible ways to enter the fortress, let me know.
It's not terribly good, but it's kind of more appropriate to it.
Make those rolls.
Charles is going to make a repair roll.
Okay.
Because all of these systems, all of these facilities and so forth need some sort of waste disposal, whether it's hard matter or liquid matter. And I'm going to see if I can spot where those. Okay, never mind.
Absolutely correct.
Oh, very good. Right. Okay. So, well, as you're looking around, first thing, the things you do notice is possibly something that you could consider. Bearing in mind, you're not sure if it's a sensible action or not, given this is an active volcano you're on. But you do notice that there do appear to be a number of what are probably lava tubes in the area. It's quite possible that navigating down some of those lava tubes may get you through the volcano in, but obviously that could be quite hazardous. Other things you've noticed is there seems to be fairly confident supply caravans moving through in and out of the complex. You do reckon, obviously, Zafara had failed to come up with a good battle knowledge, so you haven't necessarily found the optimal place, but you do have a theory that what you could try doing is ambushing a supply caravan and then basically borrowing the uniforms and just driving in as a standard supply convoy. What also you again, getting hold of the uniforms would be a tricky part, but you'll have to come up with a clever way of doing that. You could try posing as new recruits to the area and try bluffing your way in, or you could always go for the last option and just walk up to the gates and allow yourselves to be captured.
Oh, I don't like that last one.
No, I'm not very fond of it either.
Yeah.
Or of course,
that sounds like a terrible idea.
Or of course, you can just attempt to. I forgot to actually write this one up. You can, of course, just attempt to infiltrate the base using an interesting, cunning plan of your own to come up with. I just realised I forgot to write that quickly. Doesn't mean you can't use it.
We could try the lava tubes. I could put on the elemental manipulation, and as long as we don't actually meet molten lava,
which, given it's an active volcano, is a possibility.
Lava, we have a few, rounds or so till we start taking damage. I think, if I read that right.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. Yeah.
Well, see if we can make that as a plan A. We could always, sort of ninja our way in and come over the walls at night type of thing, and so that we could do a stealth infiltrate. And capturing or coercing a trade caravan coming in might be helpful too. So I call like a C. But yeah, I like the lava tubes as a plan A.
Okie dokie. Lava tubes it is. Well, let's be very democratic about this, shall we? Cast your vote. 1 click for yes, I think, and 2 clicks for no, and 3 clicks to abstain, I think. Well, or don't click at all, obviously.
I'll go with the group, but I'm not happy about lava tubes. That doesn't sound good.
It looks like lava tubes is your preferred option.
Having grown up in Hawaii, I know how dangerous lava tubes are, but I still want to go through the lava tubes because it's fun.
What could go wrong?
Well, I will put 2 PowerPoints, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Okay.
That's no raise, but that should protect us. And reduce damage by 4 points if we take any points.
So let's pop the because you're still on that map, so we pop you on there, and we pop it into target friendly mode, and we do that. God, how fast that was! That was almost instant. Must have the cash on. Well done.
Yes, I do have the cash on.
I'm just making a slight subtle change to my. I'm making a slight change to the text because to factor in what you want. So I'm going to change that to say. Right. Oh, you haven.
And if I had more points, I'd put it down and give us some. Put the shroud on too, but I don't have enough points to do that.
Okie dokie. So you have chosen the most treacherous route into Ming's volcanic fortress, the ancient lava tubes beneath the crater. These tunnels twist deep into the fiery heart of the volcano, unstable and suffocating, with dangers lurking in the darkness. Without environmental protection, the heat would be unbearable. The air reeks of sulfur, threatening to choke the unprepared. This is no ordinary passage. Mongo's volatile geology makes every step a gamble. Okie dokie. So, getting navigate. Sorry, after you.
Yeah, I spent a penny to regain PowerPoints, but it keeps giving me back full PowerPoints instead of just 5.
That's jolly honest of you.
Well, it's a game issue, and obviously it needs to. Either that, or I'm doing it wrong.
I don't know.
I used 12 for that last one because there's 6 of us and 2, so it was 15, which would leave me with 3, which gives me back 5.
Which gets you to 8.
Should be 8.
Yeah.
Yes.
As always the case, it worked for me, so that's okay. And then you get 5 an hour anyway. So we're basically navigating the lava tubes will be a quick encounter. You'll make appropriate skill rolls to determine your success in navigating the tunnels without succumbing to dangers. If you will successfully navigate the lava tubes if there are at least as many total successes as there are player characters. So you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. You need 6 successes. Now, success. If you get a raise, that counts as a success. So not all of you actually have to succeed, as long as you have enough successes and raises to get 6 in total.
Wait, a raise would count as 2 successes, correct?
Exactly. So,
okay.
Basically, when it comes to the quick encounters, also they to a degree, the skills you can use, unlike a dramatic task and stuff, where you get a little more free reign, are sort of dictated by the nature of the infiltration. So, a quick encounter navigating the lava tubes means you get a choice of a survival check at -2 to identify the safest route forward while avoiding unstable rock formations, lava and stuff. Magma. It's magma if it's underground. It's lava when it's above ground, isn't it? or athletics checks also at -2. The -2 is because it's treacherous to navigate the lava tubes, as it were, climbing through tight passages and over dangerous lava vents, or magma vents, I should say there. And obviously, or your choice is notice at -2, spotting hidden dangers in the rock or identifying signs of incoming eruptions. You do not need to make the vigor check at -2 at the end of the quick encounter because you've got environmental protection. So you can go in any order you like. It looks like Azul decided to go first, getting a success. So that is one success. Charles has not succeeded. As long as someone else gets a success and a raise, you'll be okay. Don't forget, you can spend bennies. This is taking place over a number of hours. So at least it'll be a number of hours afterwards. Oh. Okay.
I think I fell into the lava.
No. Right. Okay.
That's not good. You don't get to re-roll those.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And a crit fail. Okie dokie. I'm afraid that after spending an hour or so. That's.
Oh, can I give him a card to play?
What's the card?
Just a minute.
Turn a crit fail into a success.
Cannot play anymore. I didn't play any.
I don't know why it says you can't play. Oh,
let's
reset. Let's reset your card counter.
There. Play that one.
Oh yes, the new one. Close call.
You fucking big fat cat.
Is are you going to play the cards you've just been given on the adventure deck tab?
Sorry.
That's absolutely fine. What you do need to do is you need to pick one of the 2 cards you've got and drag it and drop it on Zafara's icon at the top of the screen, because you have to give a card back, as it were, when you get given a card.
Yes, we trade. There we go.
Handled.
Indeed. So
Thank you very much.
That's okay. Right. So now let me redo my sums, because that does change things. So Azul got a success. That's 1 success. Severa got a success. That's 2 successes. Charles got 2 successes. That's 4 successes. Lizris fails. Victor gets a success. So that's 6 successes. Therefore, you successfully navigate through lava tubes. So 2 things happen. 1, I give everyone a Benny for success for these getting through. Lizris, you didn't critically fail. However, you do take bumps and bruises, which will be a point of fatigue. And from Zavara's point of view, it takes enough time for anyone who's got PowerPoints. Basically, you'll recover them all. Now, any problems there? Because it takes a couple of hours to navigate through the tubes, so I won't worry about the completely. I could save it and use it another time. A quick encounter of the supply caravan. Okay, so that gets us. So you are now within the base. So obviously now that you've got to the center, so you're deep within the volcano, where after obviously navigating through the lava tubes, you are then basically carefully you then start moving quietly through the base central. Along the way, you uncover some more pertinent information. Tells you that deep within this volcano, Ming Sat's division has assembled the Pyro Disruptor, a devastating heat-based superweapon capable of harnessing volcanic energy and unleashing it as concentrated plasma blasts. It will basically anything. It will if Ming gets to use it, it would wipe out any target he aims it at. So Borea would be instantly turned from the lush forest into a wasteland with a single shot. Also, you can notice that Ming has ordered that the first test firing will not, because they're concerned what effects it might have to the atmosphere. There is a fear that it may actually ignite the atmosphere of Mongo when it's used. So Ming has ordered that the test firing should be aimed at Earth.
Oh, well, we definitely have to stop. Well, being a hawkman, I guess that really wouldn't concern me that much, but I'm sure it probably bothers Charles a great deal. So.
Yeah, it would be just my luck that I'd head home and it was all burnt up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess we'll have to do that and rescue the hostages.
Indeed. Now, so you push through the final security doors. The air grows thick with sulfur and the overwhelming scent of burnt metal. The cavernous lab glows with a sinister red light, magma flowing through glass conduits, feeding power into the monstrous machines at the rooms. And actually, that was before I made this map, so it's not going to change. But anyway, suspended above the cracking machinery, the massive pyro disruptor hums ominously, its core pulsating with unstable volcanic energy. The moment you enter through the doors, a wild-eyed man in a scorched lab coat whirls around, arms flailing with exaggerated delight. He appears to be he's up on a high platform on the pyro disruptor. So what I shall do is I shall combat tracker. So, okay, then I shall find the mad scientist, make him visible so you can see him. Then I shall share the map. See the map in all its glory. Okay. There.
Okay.
Oh, welcome interlopers, trespassers, fools who dares to disturb the genius of Dr. Zarkonovis Benevicus. You're too late, I say. Behold my masterpiece, the Pyro Disruptor, a weapon so powerful, so devastating, it makes mere fire look like a child's kangle. Ah! He leaps onto a console, knocking over a precariously balanced beaker of bubbling liquid. I see your primitive minds cannot even begin to grasp the magnificence of my creation. With one pull of this beautifully dangerous lever, Mongo will become an inferno fit only for those loyal to the great and mighty Ming. And what of the weak, the rebels, the ones who dare oppose scientific progress? They shall be ashes, glorious, smouldering, beautifully charged ashes. And Echipicus pauses, stroking his slightly singed moustache. Don't look at me like that. I know that look. Oh no. Oh, Dr. Beneficus, we must stop you. Look, but it's far too late. He gestures dramatically towards the ceiling. Above you, actually, I should say. Any second now, my elite troops shall burst through that door unless... Oh dear, the door mechanisms are delayed. I knew I should have adjusted the timing. Blast, no matter. He turns back to you, holding up glowing vial of liquid magma. Do you even comprehend the genius at work here? I have harnessed the very fury of the volcano. I have bottled the wrath of nature itself. And you think you could actually stop me? His eyes narrow suspiciously. Wait, you don't have an outrageously convoluted plan to foil me, do you? An absurdly risky scheme that should never work, but somehow will. Blast it all, I hate it when that happens. In that case, I'd better flick this switch and activate my impenetrable one-way force field. As long as the generators are up, I cannot be stopped. He says, as the one-way impenetrable force field activates.
I so want to reverse the polarity on that force field.
So, okay, party goers. So what we have here is the volcanic thing. Now, because you've infiltrated the place and you have a slight indication of what's going, you don't all have to come on from the same point. So the first thing I shall do is I shall unlock.
My map is currently black.
Mine as well.
That's
So is
worrying.
me.
Yep.
That's very worrying. None of you can see the map.
Nope.
You have
Nope.
one.
It just
Reloading.
went away. And now
Fix
it's
it.
back. But it's
And
still
that-
black.
Oh, I know why. Because probably line of
There
sight's
it
on.
is.
Yeah, line of sight was probably on, so you couldn't see the map. Because obviously, yeah, there we go.
I like that force field.
Okay, so right now you can see the map. I will put line of sight back on. Is as you can see, there is you have one and wait. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 walkways. This walkway you don't worry about. That's the security ring. And if you just allowed yourselves to be captured or you'd attempted to ambush the caravan in it and it had all gone horribly wrong, you'd have been basically stuck in the security ring and you'd have to escape out there. But obviously, because you've infiltrated this place, you can, if you want to split the party up, and you can choose to approach from different sides. What you understand is, well, that's a one-way force field, so Dr. Vinificus can most certainly attack you through the force field, but you cannot retaliate back through the force field while the force field's up. Fortunately, however, there are 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 generators. If you take down 5 of the generators, the force field will drop, and of course, also the weapon will no longer be able to be powered up. So you only have to take down 5 of those 8 generators. And to take them out, you can basically attack them or nobble them. You can come up with a clever way to do it. It will just be a full round action to nobble one of the generators. Very much a case of, and if you, fortunately, there's not precipitous drops, but it can be as simple as just literally twisting a dial so it just goes boom. Although you might have to make the stormtroopers look away, but that's by the by. Anyway, so if you want to, what I shall do is I shall put the party in the middle of the lava field down here. And you can shoot. At the moment, token movement should be. You should be able to move the token, so you can decide which walkway you wish to approach from. It's not really up to you. You don't get to start that end of the walkway though. You can pick the walkway, but you basically will start sort of there in line with the rock, as it were, or about there on that one because there isn't any rock on that one.
I'll take 4 o'clock, and I'll be going for the generator above it.
I'm going for the 9 o'clock. And I'll do the generator that is south of that entrance. And then if I'm lucky getting that, then I'll head to the one north of it.
Boy, it looks like we're all coming in on different paths. This ought to be fun.
Oh, why
Well,
not?
we've got take out 5 generators, so each one pick an entrance and pick a generator.
Fritz, where are you going? It looks like you'll be doubling up with someone. Oh, unless you want to take this one. Okay, there we go.
What
Looks
is
like
that stuff coming up?
Steam.
Like in the middle of the one that Fritz is on.
Basically,
Oh,
where the steam
steam.
is where the generators are. Is that not correct?
It is, except the central thing there, what seems to be happening is there seems to be some power, something seems to be absorbing the steam or the volcanic smoke into, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is why it's circling inwards. But yeah, basically the generators can be identified because they've got steam coming out the top of them. Okay. And don't forget, the doctor did say he did have his reinforcements coming, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Yes, I'm quite annoyed you didn't see the bottom still go up. That's a shame, that. Can now. So now we will turn on line of sight because obviously things will be a little more visibly blocked. Now, from your perspectives, hang on, let me just check the walls. So yeah, basically you should be yeah, basically the only restrictions where you can go is obviously that you can't penetrate the force field, and obviously there are some walls on the map, but everywhere else the walkways and everything should protect you from falling into the magma. But other than that, you should be fine. So we'll see what happens when we get this show on the road by dealing the cards. Okie dokie. I just need to find where one is. Actually, didn't have a joke. Well, you'd still got the card if you joker and put 20 on. Hold. Okay. Paratroopers get to go first. Okay. Oh yeah, elite paratroopers. What you do notice, although he said he's got reinforcements coming, there do appear to be some individuals working around or patrolling the area. And when you get a closer look at the elite paratroopers, they're let's see, what's the description of them? The an elite paratrooper of Ming's volcanic forces is an intimidating sight. They're formed seemingly forged from the fiery depths of Mongo itself. They stand tall and imposing, clad in black obsidian black armor, infused with molten veins that pulse with an eerie, ember-like glow. Their helmets resemble the face of an ancient war god sculpted from volcanic rock, with faint slits eyes that burn like dying embers. Basically, this is how they control the volcano pygmies. They've been designed to look very much like what the volcano pygmies believe their ancient gods look like. Their weapons are forged. Their weapons forged in the Farforged Foundry, also another part of the volcano, are instruments of destruction, sleek flame rifles that belch superheated plasma in wide searing arcs. Strapped to the backs are fuel canisters connected to flamethrowers capable of engulfing entire battlefields in Inferno. Their lava-forged blades are jagged and serrated and glow faintly as they absorb ambient heat around them. So there we go. And they look... I did.
Oh, he's cute.
Victor and... No, I just all mid to start the same sort of point. Okay, so elite paratrooper.
The first 9 of those.
Indeed, the first elite paratrooper will move. He's only got pace of 6, so he moves to there, and fire his flame rifle at Victor. Shaking Victor. Some of Victor's metal casing starts to melt. Oh, hang on. He can't move. He can't move. He's inside the force field. He's stuck in there. He's far out, but he can't do anything else. Flame rifle shot at Azul. Bit of a hit. Ooh! New Magic Man is engulfed in a belch of superheated plasma.
Well, that's not going to stand. That aggression isn't going to stand. Oh, God, I'm over there.
That's bad news.
All right, I'll let the one stand.
No problem. Oh, oh. Not a crit fail. That could have been interesting. Superheated plasma. Oh! Not a crit fail. That could have got very interesting. Okay, Azul, you are not shaken anymore. Over to you and zoom in a bit. So as you're clambering, as you're running over the walkway there. Oh, looks like I've missed out some of the plasma. Rather.
All right. Well, before
Ooh. Actually, I should have given you the image of Sarcovius Veninificus as well. He looks like. Okay. Zul is using his conviction.
yes, I am.
As you run along, as you move along the walkway above the incredibly hot lava.
Why is that going against his parry?
I've no idea. It seems to be an interesting feature since the last update of the Suede rules. I think we did log it. But anyway, you hit. Okay. You drop an elite pyro trooper.
Okay, and then before I end my turn, I did that because I was just trying to chew to it. I will move my pace as 6.
Yeah, sorry. Let me.
Oop,
Yeah, I forgot to
done
lock
locked.
the tokens. Yep, go. Try now. I forgot to.
I got it. I got it. I got it.
It should be locked now.
Yeah, I moved it anyway.
No
Because I
problem
just
at all.
held down Option. I did it.
Yep, no problem at all. I shall reward you, Benny, for finding out I had lock tokens. Okay, and when you end your turn, we'll see what the mad scientist does.
I think I already did end my turn. Oh, you put it back. Okay.
I don't know if you ended your turn. I didn't put it back, so anyway.
Yeah, I did. Who knows? Sometimes it doesn't take. It is what it is.
It is indeed.
That's me.
I think you're the nearest, so at this point, he is basically he basically, if you remember, he picked up that vial that seemed to contain magma. He decides he's just going to lob it at you.
At me?
Yep. It misses completely. Uh, 8 o'clock would put it there. Medium burst template. Work pointer. Medium burst template. Again. Yep. Oh, that might have an effect. Let's see what happens. I think you're safe where you are. Yeah, okay. No, it's okay. Not that you mattered because you got off the walkway, but the walkway survives being hit. Fire. vial of magma. Okay, next up is Lizarus. Ahead of you, you can
Lizarus
see.
is going to move around and climb over or climb under the walkway and then continue along underneath it for his full move of 6.
Brilliant. Okay. But you're -1 because you're underneath the walkway.
Well, it's not going to give him much of a line of fire.
It isn't. No, indeed. The Pyro Trooper is a bit confused as you literally climb over the walkway, disappear underneath. So much I'm going to award Betty for ingenuity. Victor, you're up, sir. I heard you say utter a single syllable earlier, so I think you're having mic issues. Anyway, you're up, Victor. You are no longer shaken. Very quiet, but I heard something.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. I was asking if the fire cloak would have made a difference against the pyro guys.
It should it should have taken 4 points of damage off. I'm having really bad since they put in the new effects. I'm having real issues in getting the fire damage to work anymore. I don't know why. Not fair. So yeah, you possibly wouldn't even been shaken, but that's okay because you recovered.
Oh, sorry, I didn't have it equipped. Just marked as being in my inventory.
All right, fair enough. If you got it equipped, then yes, that's basically the fire. They would protect you to a degree from the fire damage, which means I'm going to assume that's all. I forgot about the fire cloaks. Inventory heat resistant cloak is there at fire damage -4 is turned on. Therefore, when I hit you earlier for 12 points of no, that was you damage attacking, wasn't it? When I hit you earlier, how much damage did I do to you? So I did 20 points of damage, being 16. No, I didn't do it. I don't know. I'm just going to assume you soaked it. Can't find the actual anymore. There you go.
Well, it wasn't enough to hurt me. It was just only enough to shake me.
No, I'm thinking more about Azul, actually. So I'm going to just say Azul soaked the wound it took. Okay. I'll accept the move.
What do we need to be able to destroy these?
Hang on. Yeah, that's fine. Ignore me.
What do we need to be able to destroy these engines?
You just have to come up with an innovative way you want to do it, or just basically hurt them. They will have a toughness of 10, or you can sort of mess with other bits on them.
Okay. Well, let's deal with this guy first. So
there'll be buttons and panels, and you just it would just be a skill check to turn them off. Obviously, if you destroy them, they're destroyed. If you turn them off, someone potentially could turn them back, but that doesn't mean they necessarily will. Okay, you shake him with the first shot. And you shake him with the second shot, that means there'll basically be a wound.
No!
Down he goes.
Yay!
I like it, Rigger. That's a brilliant one. Someone will definitely have to pay attention to the chat and possibly use that idea.
I figure ahead clockwise. What's holding this up? Is it on a pillar of rock or?
Yeah, it does appear to be. It is a pillar of rock. Yeah, it's a large rock.
Okay.
Wedge. It's a burning pool of magma.
Right. That's what I was doing. I'm sorry.
Environmental protection actually should have gone by now.
You'll put that back on me. Put me back on my action.
Heroic surge. You get an immediate Initial and immediate turn, including new movement. Okay.
All right, I pull out a chunk of stuff out of my backpack that I've been holding on earlier. I start setting it up to go off.
Okay.
Like Azul, go counterclockwise. Zephyr, go clockwise. I've got these two.
You'll get one in a large burst, I'm afraid. Just too far apart to catch both of them.
That's hitting both of them.
Barely. You need to be over the important bits if you're trying to blast the damage them. Get one or t'other, but not both, I'm afraid. I'm evil.
Why don't you do an extra large burst template? XL.
It's going to be evil on that one. Because you're getting it there, you will basically I mean you might, if you roll really well, you might do a good job, but the odds are you're better off setting the charge on one rather than both of them.
I'm gonna try and get them both.
Don't forget,
I've got a big freaking explosive.
don't forget.
I've got a
Mongo
5 explosive.
On the Mongo 5 explosive. Okie dokie. I'll give you the. I will give you that. Yeah, you might pull it off. Don't forget, when breaking things, you ignore dice. Don't get to explode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
It's heavy. It's 66 and heavy weapon.
Fair enough.
I'm setting it up this turn so that to go off
next turn.
Next turn.
Okay. Okay, Fritz, you had moved and then I cancelled it, so you can move again. Which I think you moved up to there, didn't you? I would just drag him up. It was a 3-inch move, which was the range. I'll just be nice and let you get up to him. Assume that's what you're going to do.
I was going to walk up to him and say, "Hi, congratulations on winning the barley blah blah," and then kill him.
Okay.
The Mongolian state lottery.
Isn't that where basically that means Bing's not allowed to shoot you that month?
For the next week.
Okay, then I shall accept Zafara's move. I'll zoom out and see where it is.
And I don't see anything that I can act. Oh, that's not a thing.
Is it my turn?
I don't hear anyone in chat saying "let the bennies flow."
Yeah, nobody today.
Yeah, it's your turn, Charles. I don't know why Zafara's jumping in there.
Because she's.
Oh, it's not my turn. Sorry.
She's
no benny flow.
flighty.
That's
What can
why.
I say?
My apologies.
That's okay.
Charles is going to behave. You stop. Charles.
In the case of Big Red Button, press award buddies. No blah blah about it. Go for it.
And he is going to use his repair.
Mm-hmm.
To pull out, let's say that fuse and toss it into the magma.
Okie dokie. Okay, right. Is that not letting me do one? Oh, maybe I have to do it that way. Yeah, that's how I do it. And then I do that. There we go.
No more steam. That's what I wanted to see.
But I was looking for. I can't find. Righty ho. Trying to see if I can find anything. I think any of those will work. Oh. No, it might work. Let's see what we get for that. There you go. Then that, and the steam shuts off on that one. Okay, Elite Paratrooper number 4. He's going to run. Very upset. Somebody's just turned off Elite. There. Oh, that's a shame. I just found that. It sounded really cool. It was. Oh, good. It was that one. Let's just put it there so I don't lose it again. Right. Elite Paratrooper number 2. A total pace of 0. That's wrong. Yeah, they haven't got a pace.
No,